Hello, welcome back to Farmspace. Right, I've got Simeon Hurwitz here with me, and once again, and I can tell you one thing, he knows how to buy a bull when they're very, very young and still standing next to their mother. He bought genetics that he knows very well, that he saw, that he's running on his farm. But yeah, I'm going to talk to him about lot 3. He just paid 1.1 million rand for her, and I'm going to find out why. And yeah, just talk about the sale overall. I think the Crawford and Meyer had a very, very good auction. But let's find out what Simeon has to say. Simeon, afternoon, how are you?
Dennis, nice to be back with you.
Always nice to speak to you. Simeon, we saw a few very expensive boring auctions this year. Yours especially did very well. I say critics always say, oh, some guys just market better. But I think today showed that marketing and great animals comes down to good prices.
Absolutely correct, Dennis. It's the old saying and slogan that quality has a place, and you know, genetics have a fair value and a price to be paid for them if you want to acquire them. We've seen it, as we said the other time last week when we spoke. All the sales have done tremendously well. There've been good averages, also some skyscrapers, you know, across the sales. But yes, the quality was outstanding today. The guys put in effort. It's become one of these sales on the calendar as far as you know, the entire year is concerned. I think a lot of people look forward to the sale. It's a nice weekend away, especially coming down to the coast is always good fun. But the quality is good. The animals, the genetics, the calves at foot. The bulls did well today, which was very nice to see as well. It's been a bit of a struggle, I think, the last couple of sales. It was nice to see the bulls doing well. But yes, I thought overall, I don't know what the averages are, but it was a fantastic sale, and a credit to the sellers. Lovely to see Christo Crawford made the sale. His cattle were great, and I think he was a nice emotional touch to him and his animals, which was lovely to see. It's a Borean family, this. It's a business, it's a breed of cattle, but ultimately it's a family. You know, Christo has a very special place in all of our hearts, mine specifically. We work very well on council together, and a tremendous guy, and well done to everybody involved in today's sale.
Yeah, quickly want to start out. Let's start at lot 3. Genetics that you're very familiar with. These genetics are just breeding year in and year out. You see Picasso lines coming through, and they're just breeding extremely well. It seems like Picasso just got that touch. Never mind that he was a very good-looking bull. He just breeds well overall. Yes,
Trennis. I mean, Picasso is well known, well marketed. It's a hell of a story, actually. If we had all day to tell you about it, but. You know, Picasso was originally sold as a young bull on a dispersal sale from Gerrie van der Walt. So we didn't buy the bull, but we wanted to buy the bull then as a baby. Then he moved on to the late 10-year-old and his brother, and then they worked here in the Mossel Bay region, and he was a real stud sire, and then we bought the bull from them on one of their sales. In fact, this Cape sale, you know, a few years ago. But Picasso, his genetics and his footprints that he has left in our herd is tremendous. I mean, we sold semen of him this year for the highest priced semen price of the breed, and also in the country, just under 90,000 rand per straw, which was ludicrous, you know, and it is ludicrous. It's a lot of money.
Very expensive, yeah.
But look what it's done. Look what today yielded in terms of that return on investment for whoever, you know, bought those straws, which was Colin from Zimbabwe and Yolandi from Imanati. They were the lucky buyers of the semen, and look what that's done. You know, today is a classic example of being able to invest in genetics and getting what that comes out of. But I must say something else, Tinnis, if you don't mind. You know, this animal that we bought today, regardless of the price, when late 10-year-old passed on and the cattle were being bundled up eventually by an executor in a later state and trying to sell them off as one of the assets, this is a herd that I looked at. I scrutinized this herd, came down to this part of the world, traveled half the country to look at these animals because they were dispersed. And when I saw this animal, this particular one we bought today, HJ 1535, I think her number is, she was by far the standout heifer of the entire herd that we saw. And Henny had a lot of cattle, bought them, paid a lot of money for his animals, and a fantastic herd. So to be able to have the opportunity to buy this animal after I identified her so many years ago as a heifer, now she's a proven cow with an incredible calf at foot, bull calf at foot, and another son of hers that sold today, it's a real sweet touch for me. Yeah. Because you know, I wanted her then, didn't get her, but at least we're happy that we got her today.
Yeah. Now I can imagine you thought you might have paid a lot more for her. Buying a stud bull at this age is not something that you see every day, but definitely a stud bull walking right next to her. And flushing her must be part of your plan in the future, because she just breeds well. You can see it, and she does it, and her genetics aligns, her other sisters does it as well. So just all through and through a good cow.
Yeah, 200% correct. I mean, the calf-fed foot is a standout animal as a calf-fed foot. We also have been in this game for long enough to know that calves at foot don't normally become those stud sires you hope that they would be, but at least the ingredients and the potential is there, and we must give him the chance to prove himself. Similarly to Picasso, who was a standout youngster and then grew out to be a tremendous herd sire. So on the same sale was one of her other sons that was sold, and he sold for 200,000 rand, and a very impressive bull himself from a different sire, which just shows you that she is a bull breeder. I spoke to Christo Crawford about a month or so ago. He was telling me about this animal again, because we spoke about it. We know this animal quite well, as I said. She's just flashed very, very well. Included in the package today comes an embryo, which has a value also. So yeah, ultimately, when a good cow like this with the right ingredients, right package, her RCP is fantastic. The calf-fed foot is a monster at just under 9 months old, and she's already, I think, 5 or 6 months in calf again. So the fertility comes through, the genetics comes through. So if we can afford it, or borrow a bit more from the bank, do what we've got to do. But to retain these animals, these genetics, bring them into our herd, and have the opportunity to now flush her with some of the bulls that we have, some of the bulls that we've previously sold that have retained a semen share in, just adds a bit of diversity to what we can do with her. And hopefully in years to come, we'll be able to produce similar animals, for the market when it's time.
Most of us are now sort of climbing down the auction ladder for the year, and we're starting to relax, but for you guys it's all back to the drawing board. Got a new sale next year with Stompy and Hotspot, probably two of the most well-known brands in Boeran, in the Boeran industry. Marketing always well, always good animals to put up. Interesting idea putting you two up in one auction.
Yes, I mean, while you're talking, I'm just smiling to myself, and that's just because of the excitement I really have. It's building, and the energy is really pumping for this particular sale. Since we launched the sale, or announced the sale, which was just after our summer sale, immediately people came to us, and certainly to me, I'm sure to Stompy as well, to say, how do we get involved? How do we be part of this? What do we have to do in the future? This is a revolution. I mean, what an idea, what an unbelievable concept. And certainly something that I'm very, very excited for. We've already got our cattle selected. I'm sure Stompy has the same. It's a handful of animals from both breeders. It's a nighttime sale. At the moment, we've got it down as a nighttime sale. But, hopefully it'll be a good sale. It'll be a good atmosphere. Stompy's a fantastic guy. He's a good stockman. We've known each other for many years. We've bid against each other. We've bought from each other. Yes, we're on the Droughtmaster Council together. We've got a long history with the Boeran together as well, as equally with Okit, his father-in-law. So, yes, it's a lovely idea, I think. I must also put Johan van den Nest into that, because it's something that we discussed, and then we brought it all together. So yes, the sale's at us. It's at the Bull Ring. It's on the 3rd of February with Meerkat Online also, with Simon Hughes Marketing will be helping us. And I think it's going to be a good sale. Who knows what the prices are? I don't know. But it's the first sale of the year, 2024. And the cattle are already ready. We can go tomorrow.
Go tomorrow. Simeon, thank you for talking to us. Congratulations again. Congratulations for you as a Boeran and for the Boeran breed. I think you guys are doing very well. And I think it's still going upwards from you.
Thank you, Tinus, and everything that you do. We always forget to. I always try and remember to thank Farmspace, but the friendship and what you guys do for the Boeran breed and all the other breeds, tremendous. You, Andre, and the whole team. Thank you.
Thank you, Simeon. Appreciate it. Okay, yeah, from me at Mossel Bay, I want to thank my team for doing a hell of a job on this auction. Lizelle, Angelica, the whole team. You guys did a very, very good job. And then as well as we've got Marusel from BKB that helped us quite a lot, as well as I've got our photographer, I forgot her name. Lisa. Sorry, Lisa. What a splendid job. Thank you very much. And then for the Crawford and Mayor, thanks for having us. It's been a pleasure.